Hi, Geeky Dragon here. I'm going to. The last video that's on my channel is Chapter 6. Since that time, because I kid you not, I could tell what the heck was going on with this, like how it's going to happen, which I'm going to say there's two, like there's a good part and then there's a bad part where Tyler can, you accidentally don't pay attention, you delete all your work. No, it's Tegan. Tegan comes back and helps you. If you meet a certain criteria, I don't know what that criteria is. I'm still going into this blind. The only help I'm getting is this here to tell me where the hell everyone is. Like I did Claire and Neha last time, and then I'm going to do outside cafeteria, third hallway. Okay. Yeah. And yes, before you ask, I had to rewatch my own video to figure out where I was. Not ashamed of admitting that, but low-key, I am low-key ashamed of that. Another thing I want to bring up is they've updated their illustrations for the chapter. So these illustrations that I'm going through, once they all load, holy shit, that takes. Okay, I'm going through the old artist's illustration, and I'm going to go through the new artist's illustrations. Well, illustration. Okay, I would like to apologize to the artist, the current artist, because their placeholder illustrations I thought were the artist ones, which by that I still consider this like the old illustration for it, I believe. See if I can find the illustrations here. Like these are the new ones. Like these were like the placeholder ones. I saw these as a severe lack of quality when you compare them to. I'm winning this one. To these, because not everything's perfect about them, but they're stylized in a unique way that just it makes you go, okay, this is. It gives the illustrations their own feel. Now, with the updated illustrations, I have a few nitpicks, but they're not that bad, objectively speaking. Honestly, they look a little too, the illustrations look a little too anime for me. I don't know if I'm giving my, thoughts for this, but the artwork originally, the style of the artwork was really, you could tell the illustrations were Sweet Elite. Okay? It stood out. I do find it funny that I'm right here to share the missed hand at these two. especially him. I would think he would need a tan, but who knows? But it might be. I'm exiting out of that. I was having a hard time finding my Pokemon teams I made for the characters. Well, another thing I've noticed is our three people of color seem to have like very similar skin tones. When if you look at like the main relationships, especially since they now have their own thing, you can see the subtle differences in their skin tones, like Rayquaza and Neha. Don't know if I'm saying that right. And Tyler and Neha. Well, not this one, but in these two, it looks like they're using similar, like, if you were just glancing at it, you would have to really look to see the color differences, like the different tones. Honestly, there's nothing, if it wasn't for the outfits and the like, and I knew these characters, these are run-of-the-mill illustrations to me. Honestly, I know for a fact with these illustrations I will get used to them and I will continue playing them, especially since I know what the heck, like, we're not losing quality, we're just going into a different style. I'm just going to miss the style. Okay. That's a nitpick out of the way. No, that's a rant. That's a full-blown rant out of the way. I'm sorry. It's a rant out of the way. Now let me see. Where the heck we are. Outside cafeteria. Oh, by the way, they released new lore on the scholarships, which I suggest you read. And apparently this is one of the codes for our character. I'm not a fan of the angle of the legs, but I could be wrong. So let me go through. But yeah, as long as they allow like this, and you can change the like what it looks like your character looks, and you don't have to redo the illustrations, I'm going to be happy, and I'm still going to play this game. But with the chapter, I really wish they proofread. Now, without further ado, outside cafeteria, third hallway. Let me collapse this. Hell, I've watched myself read this, and this episode gave me high anxiety. I know what's going on, and it still gives me high anxiety. The wind hits my face when I step outside the cafeteria. I look around, wondering if anyone I know was hanging around. I notice Carolina, but before I have a chance to make a swift exit, her eyes met mine. Okay, why are we afraid of Carolina? Are we? No, she's out of 20. Deacon's out of 10. I don't think we're going to get help on this, but... Of course, it's you, again. This is a public space. I don't know why you'd be so surprised to see me here. Honestly, her attitude towards us being the same space is starting to get on my nerves. Newsflash, Carolina, you are not entitled to my attention. Surprisingly, Carolina didn't add anything else and just looked down at the magazine on her table. I would have just left, but something caught my eyes. The picture looked very familiar, and my curiosity got the best of me. I took a quick glance at it and immediately recognized the model on the page. Oh, holy crap, it's her, Carolina. I knew she was a model, but seeing her professional work like this in such a casual way definitely took me off guard. Carolina seemed to look at the picture with a very critical eye, looking for flaws, but I just stared in awe. The photographer did an amazing job. She looked very pretty. I did not appreciate that it made my heart beat a little bit faster than normal. I took a look closer at the magazine. It seemed to be an article on her catwalk performance during the department's competition. Suddenly, Carolina snapped her eyes back on me, and then, with an expression I can't quite decipher in her eyes. What is it? Looking for some gossip, some criticism, something you can use against me? Her words take me completely by surprise. What? No, I was just noticing the article they wrote about you. I can't believe you're already being talked about. It's only been a week since the competition. It's pretty impressive if you ask me. She hummed and turned her attention back to the magazine. Weird. Usually, Carolina would give me a witty reply, even if it was usually unpleasant. If you have something to say, just say it. It's irritating to have you constantly looking at me like that. Like what? I don't know, like a puppy begging for treats. Hey, if anything, I'm just admiring your work professionally. But you know what? I'll take that. Puppies are cute. But you know what? I'll take that. Puppies are cute. I gave her a challenging look. Does that mean you find me cute? What? Don't get ahead of yourself. You aren't denying it, though. You. She calmed down and put an expressionless face. Sometimes, I wish I had her ability to put on a poker face as quickly and easily. Then Carolina looked at my face as if she was analyzing it. Carolina? Let's say you aren't as much as a lost case as I expected. I feel my cheeks burn, but I try to hide it behind a teasing remark. Oh, did the great Carolina give me a compliment just now? Okay, did that go down? No, it didn't, but it looked like it did. I'm not going to bother with that. Keep your delusion to yourself. She picks up her stuff and with a sway of her hips, she leaves me there all alone. Well, this was an interesting interaction. Maybe we're finally making progress together. That would be something. Except I don't want to be your friend. I really don't. But I won't get my hopes up. Now, third hallway. Third hallway. God damn it. I checked my phone. I still have some time before class. I wonder if Tadashi already has the project printed out. I should go look for him. Honora Rosalind. Oh, Tadashi, I wanted to you. Why would you? What? I swear to God, Honora Rosalind, I am not in the mood for a prank, so cut it out. Prank, what are you talking about? Delete the product. He clearly doesn't believe me. And yet the cloud history clearly shows that you were the last person to touch it. This is right before it vanished. His tone is sarcastic and it feels extremely condescending. He points to his laptop screen. No, even better, it states right here you deleted. What the? I quickly opened the cloud on my phone, feeling my stomach. There, I don't understand. It should be there. I went to bed. I can assure you I did not delete the project. Swear to me at the moment. It won't bring our project back. I tried everything I need to retrieve it, but nothing worked. Do you have it? Listen to it, I'll fix this. Are you taking this seriously? Of course I am. I know very well what's at stake. He doesn't have to yell at me. As a scholarship student, this affected me even more than most people. The project was worth a significant portion of my English grade too. If I get a 0 in this, I can kiss Arlington goodbye. I tried to control my temper, but the clenching of my fist and the biting of my tongue weren't helping. I blew up. I mean, are you kidding me, Tadashi? Do you think I would intentionally delete our project after working on it for hours? And I don't know if you recall, but I've been giving it nothing but my all since I've got to this goddamn school. You supposed to be the top dog, the #1 student in the #1 school in this country, and yet your logic seems to completely go over your head. And yet, this logic seems to completely go over your head. Damn! So, back off. And looking at me with an offended look on its face. But I really don't care right now. If I don't find a way to recover this project, the whole thing might cost me the silver tier. But I was mostly hurt from Tadashi's words and from my own irresponsibility. I hated having Tadashi mad at me. I hated myself for making such an amateur mistake. I can't believe I didn't think to double check or create a backup. This is infuriating. No, don't dwell on your mistake, Honora. Now is not the time for that. You need to solve this. I'll go and take care of the situation. Without a second look, I bolted out of the hallway. Come on, Nora. You gotta recover that project. Before class starts. Computer lab. Alright, Nora, Rosalind, calm down. We need to be rational here. What's the best thing to do in this situation? Check my own computer to see if I can. Is that possible? Maybe since it was on my computer. It's worth a try. Alright, there's no time. Wait. waste to the dorms. I run to my desk and turn on my laptop. I log into the cloud than ever had before. It really did disappear. I searched through all the cloud for a way to recover the project, to no avail. I surfed through the internet, found none. Tears of frustration began blurring my vision. Tadashi and the group will never forgive me. How could I let this happen? This is all my fault. No. You need to face it. The consequence of your actions, Nora Rosalind. Don't be and clean my eyes. Time to go. As I walk out of the dorm to make my way towards the building, I keep my eyes on the ground, terrified of breaking the bad news to Tadashi. This won't be easy. My breath is irregular and my hands won't stop shaking. I never felt this afraid in my entire life. I hope they can forgive me. I'm barely starting to make real friendships here, and I feel like I was starting to fit in. Nora Rosalind, are you alright? Oh, Taylor. Somehow, without noticing, I deleted the final draft of our project from the cloud and can't get it back. No matter what, I've tried everything to recover it, but nothing worked. I still don't know how all of this happened, and I don't know what to do anymore. I'm sorry, all of your hard work is going to be wasted because of me. Don't cry, Nora Rosalind. Hey, it's fine. It clearly wasn't intentional. Plus, I know who can solve it. You do? Yeah, come with me. Okay. Hallway. Second hallway. Third hallway. Hallway. Computer lab. Tegan! Taylor and Nora, what's going on? Aren't we supposed to be heading to the class for our presentation? By the way, I'm not doing most of the talking, right? Accidentally deleted our from the cloud. Oh shoot. He doesn't even seem phased. Can you recover it? Oh sure, give me a sec. Tegan turns to his computer and starts typing. Oh my god, someone give this a hug. Wow, so fast. It's like his fingers are dancing on the keyboard. I've never seen anyone typing so fast. Somehow, I feel like he's done that before. It wouldn't surprise me. Tegan seems like the type to delete things by accident. I shouldn't judge. I thought I was better, but look at me now. Tyler and I wait in silence until Tegan stops what he's doing. Project recovered. No way. The screen. I can't believe what I was seeing. It was there in all its sure it was really the final version. Nothing's missing. Oh my god, you really did it. Tegan, you're my savior. Thank you. I owe you my life. This time I feel like for a completely different reason. It's a pleasure. Tegan saved our project on the cloud, and I look at the time. Class is almost beginning. You guys get going. I'll go and print out the project. Go for it. I nod my head and dash out to the lab. I run to the closest print. Quickly print out the project. I need to hurry up. Where do we go? Is it classroom 1? I opened classroom 1. I arrive at the classroom, handing due to my running. Tadashi and the rest of the group are already there waiting for me. She stares at me with his eyes. I can't help but shiver. I approach my group. Tadashi sighs and will for at least when I hand him the project. Before I have time to tell him anything, Mrs. Rodriguez walks in and the class falls in line. Morning class, we will begin presentations right away. The first group come up front. As presentations begin, we wait our turn, observing our classmates' presentations. Everyone is amazing. They look so confident while talking. This is so different from back home. Sure, everyone tried their best to look professional as possible, but here, this is a whole new level of professionalism. Every gesture calculated in order to captivate us and transmit their message. It's like they took lessons on body language and public speaking beforehand. Once the first group finished their presentations, the other groups went next, one after another, showcasing brilliant communication skills as well. Well, if this was a real school, I would be failing, unless they counted sign language. I can do American Sign Language. Thank you, last group, it's your turn. Oh, that's us. I follow my group up in the front class. Suddenly I feel a hand landing on my shoulder. Me, I give him a confused look. I thought I had messed up pretty badly from his point of view. He has no reason to trust me. Only if you want to. Okay, I lied. I'm looking up the guide. Which, by the way, absurd and get really, you do great guides. Does it? Thanks, but I'll pass. I think it would be better if you did the presentation. Alright then, he begins the presentation. As usual, right with his eloquence, he knows how to express himself, captivating everyone in seconds. He delivers pretty much the perfect presentation, with barely any mistakes in his speech. In the end of our presentation, Miss Rodriguez appears to be pleased, and I cannot but smile inside of her. We returned to our seats and waited for Miss Rodriguez to end the class. This went a lot better than I expected. Very well. We had some pretty solid presentations here. I'm delighted to see the majority of you put a good amount of effort into these presentations. Next class, we'll discuss your presentation topics and give you feedback on each other in order to improve for future assignments. Finishes, the bell rings, and we are dismissed. Time to go. In hallway. As I get out of the classroom, I take a deep breath. After all this mess, I just want to lay down for a bit. Rest and take it easy. Honora Rosalind, Tadashi, oh man, so much for getting some rest. That dude, you blamed everything on me. Listen, I was a bit harsh with you. You think? I put all the responsibility on your shoulder, but in reality, it's my fault too. We should have been more careful and made a copy of the project. I got cocky. And somehow, even if you made a mistake, we were able to pull it off. It just makes me feel like I freaked out over nothing. So, I'm sorry. Okay, talk about a good surprise. I definitely wasn't expecting him to apologize, especially after our argument in the hallway. It really looked like he was never going to forgive me. But I'm happy he did. I'm sorry too. I know I messed up. Let's put it behind us, okay? Okay. Anyway, I'm heading back to the dorms to get some stuff. Walk with me? Yeah, sure. Let's go. I exit the main building. Everyone turns to look at us, whispering. Is that because of the project? Did word of my screw-up travel around the school? No, I'm just being paranoid. There's no way it would be about it already. Plus, it's a school project. No one cares this much about stuff like that. Still, I was able to grasp some things they were saying. I can't believe that Nika would be getting involved in shady stuff like that. I guess Mr. President over here isn't as clean as he... Wait, they're talking about Tadashi and each family company. What's happening? He appears... I look at Tadashi, who appears to be extremely confused as well. I guess he heard them too. Tadashi, is there something that happened with Nakino Corp? No? Listen, I wouldn't worry about it too much. For all we know, it's just some stupid rumor going around. Tadashi! We turn around. Alistair is running towards us, his face extremely pale and his eyes wide open. Al, what's going on? And shows us his phone. There's an article about Nakano Corp. As I scan the headlines, my eyes widen in shock. The dark side of Nakano Corp, the Japanese juggernaut, and its decade-long involvement with the What? Who? So, it's the Japanese mafia? Holy shit. Wait, but they're essentially the Japanese mafia. But that's impossible. Alistair, show me more. Bro, you might want to sit down for this. Show it to me. Alistair winces as he scrolls down the article. The CEO, Tadashi, appears to be in the feature photo, handcuffed and being dragged by a couple of police officers. Tadashi accused of multiple... Oh, shit! Accused of multiple charges for his involvement in the... Okay, I'm just going to say Japanese mafia faces potentially over 30 years of jail time. All of his assets related to the company have been suspended. Oh my god. Tadashi? The look on Tadashi's face is like nothing I have ever seen before. We've seen that multiple times, though, technically. He's completely pale, his hands are trembling, and as he holds Alistair's phone. What the fuck? Tadashi! Lady Arlington puts a hand on its shoulder and looks at us with a solemn expression. Tadashi, I'm going to need you in my office now. Yeah, I don't have enough money to do chapter 7, so